Brocatelles, silk damasks, and brocades.
This one's well known. The pattern can be found at Versailles.
The history of the Roze factory has been woven into the finest of silks since the 17th century. 12 generations of weavers have decorated the castles of the Loire Valley since 1650. Antoinette is the descendant of this long line of craftsmen.
It's more than noble. There's nothing more beautiful. Honestly, there's nothing more beautiful.
Antoinette was practically born in this workshop and so knows how to do almost everything. She's the owner of the company, but also one of the weavers that work here, preparing both the samples and sometimes operating the machinery.
Each thread has its place. A thread out of place because of a twist in the silk or a snag on one of the teeth is enough to cause a problem. Weaving is very logical, like mathematics, except that it's stubborn and never listens to anyone.
Antoinette is the daughter, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter of silk makers. The history of the company is therefore deeply entwined with her own.
I started when I was 7. I used to attach the threads. I did all the little simple tasks. I liked it. When I was older, I earned my pocket money operating the spools. I love production and making something. It's noble. Oh, it's great.
She was barely 23 years old when her future was decided. Antoinette's father told her she was to take over the family business. He died 3 years later. For almost 30 years now, she's been fighting to preserve the work of her ancestors and their special know-how. Antoinette is the only one who still weaves by hand on this old machine from the 19th century.
We're a bit like travellers. We come from way back. We keep looking ahead, though. Immediacy is not important. What matters is progress. You can't stay stood still. I prefer to do things well and take time rather than rush and do things badly. I don't see the point in that.
The family story is detailed in this old book written by Antoinette's great-great-grandfather. He was able to trace the Roze family tree back nearly 4 centuries, right to when the company was first set up.
The first Roze was John Roze Moussard. He settled in Tours in 1660, just before his wedding.
The family album reads more like a history book. Jean Roze, the founder, rubbed shoulders with the kings of France. Jacques lost his clientele of aristocrats in the upheavals of the French Revolution and was forced to make rugs and blankets for the revolutionaries. Raymond ushered in mechanization and saw the advent of industrialization during the 19th century.
I think of them often. The more one knows their history, the more it's as if we shared their daily lives.
Just like her ancestors, Antoinette sells her fabrics to castles across the region. Today she has a meeting at Villandry, where she's already worked on the restoration of several rooms.
So you've come to see your beautiful silk.
I can't wait.
Do you want us to sit down to test them?
This fabric was made especially for you.
Yes, this fabric is unique to Villandry.
Do you often get to sit on your own fabrics?
I have a daybed at home and I use that every day, but that's always the same fabric. It's rare. I'm very lucky to be here. It's really rewarding to see the fabrics in situ. They're even more beautiful than in the workshop.
But they take a long time to make. You're always impatient when you place an order. It takes time.
Between 2 to 5 months, in fact, and at a hefty price.
Here we have this oriental living room and its Moorish ceiling.
Exceptional.
And your silk brocade is used here in this room to make this treasure trove.
A room which cost him €40,000. Antoinette is the last silk maker in the region to offer bespoke creations.
I'd like to redo all the curtains, and then the alcove and the bed.
It could be a two-coloured scheme with green.
Her unique customer service has won prestigious clients: Arab princes, Russian oligarchs, and even Queen Elizabeth II.
We worked a lot on Buckingham Palace and the Castle of Chambord. When I visited Buckingham Palace, I saw that they had my fabrics in every room.
An impressive list of clients that continues Antoinette's family tradition into the future.